I absolutely love that. I think as a relatively new dad, I cannot wait to create those traditions, have those passion projects. But of course, we've got some very proud dads and proud sons on the couch, and all with unbelievable musical gravitas. And having Aaron and Vince here, and obviously Dano squared on the couch, we couldn't resist just putting you all together on one couch to chat a little bit of music. There is a drumming thread here, but Aaron, I'm going to ask, did you have like a passion project? Was there something that Dad gave to you that you'll forever value?
Well, all my first instruments came from him. I mean, when I was 10, he said, you got to pick an instrument. So I picked guitar because MTV had just came out. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that.
You thought that was cool.
And then the guitar instructor took me to this great music store that's not in New York anymore. It's called Manny's. And he starts picking out these little student acoustic guitars. And I'm like, man, I want like the big rock thing, you know, the wings and the
Jimi Hendrix.
And actually, my dad he gave me my first couple of electric guitars. One of them was one of those big rock-looking guitars, and I thought as soon as you plugged it in, it had to sound like Def Leppard or whatever. And it, you know, I mean, I didn't know you need pedals and amps and stuff. I'm like, hey, this thing sounds like George Benson. Like, what? I mean, nothing wrong with it. I'm looking for something a little different.
George Benson.
Oh, that's so sweet, man. Vince, who got you set on your musical journey, man?
Man, my mom and dad. They talked to Uncle Miles, and my Uncle Miles said, well, listen, get him an inexpensive kit, and if he's serious about it, then I'll get him a professional kit. And so that's how it started, you know, kindergarten. And I tore the kit up, the inexpensive kit, and my uncle sent a Yamaha.
Did you have to play an actual set to get the better set?
Oh, man, I tore it up. I mean, you know, I had the love for it since kindergarten. And awesome. That was to show that I was, you know, really serious about the music and serious about the drums.
But it's understandable. So now we are sat beside two Dannys who we absolutely love, but a Dano who we've watched grow up on the show. Yeah, he started playing on our show 8 or 9 years old, and is now progressed to be one of the most talented musicians that I've certainly encountered. Dude, when they keep saying like Dad and Uncle Miles, how does that blow your mind, bro?
I mean, I was always like listening to the guy called Miles Davis. And, now I'm actually sitting like next to the guy that's like, oh, this is my dad, or he was my uncle. I'm like, okay, all right.
But it'll be the same way with you. It'll be like, you know, it'll be like, oh, my dad, you know, Dano, Big Dano, Little Dano, Uncle Dano. You know, it'll be the same way with you guys.
Project Peterson, man.
Peterson.
So now, original Danny, the OG. You know, did you ever think in your wildest dreams when this little tyke was on our show way back when that you'd be sat on this couch talking music with, you know, the Davis family in this way, in this space? How proud are you right now to be this young man's father?
Words can't describe this feeling. I mean, I'm sitting with legends, and, you know, I'm sitting with the DNA of music. You know, and the beauty of this is they are so cool. And that's I think that is what every musician should aspire to be able to be amongst greatness, but still just Aaron and Vince.
Just be cool, man.
And it's just brothers of mine from another mother.
That's right, man. That's right. You know, I sit here looking at, and as someone who isn't musically gifted, as we've established already, I never thought that you'd be able to get better. I kind of viewed you as this genius kid who is just going to be a genius for the rest of your life, but you have gotten better. And you've gotten better. How do you approach getting better as a musician? How do you even improve on genius?
You set challenges, I would say. So one of the things that I've been trying recently, and it's been working for me, is just like playing with less drums, like less pieces, and I have to really think out of the box and how I can do the exact same thing but on less. And so I increase my vocabulary in terms of musicality and all of that on drums. And then when I have the real thing, like all the pieces that I want, I can just produce much better. And I guess that's just a formula. a hypothesis that I've tested.
You've grown up so much, dude. Bearing in mind. And you really have grown up so much in the time that we've known each other. Yeah. So next time you come on, it's with a cowbell, and that's it. And you're just going to own that. So maybe we'll take it into that cool space, Danny, and I'll ask both of you, gents, and maybe, Aaron, we can start with you. Sure. What made your dad cool?
What made him cool? I mean, that came from inside, I think. I mean, he just, the way he approached things, you know, all right, I got to watch my language here. You know, just no fooling around. Kind of like, there's a good scene in the documentary where Quincy Jones talks about it. It's like, no minstrel stuff, no fooling around. You know, you want to be as important an artist as someone like Stravinsky, you know.
Sure.
It just came out of him, you know, like he wanted to be dressed clean, you know, he didn't feel like he shouldn't be able to have a Ferrari. If he can have one, why can't he? You know? So
I like that.
You know, it comes from
You would like that, yeah.
I like that.
That's the one piece of advice you garnered out of all of that. Vince, maybe once again I'll give you the parting shot here. Any advice for, not just for Danny, but any young musicians trying to make their way?
Just be true to your instrument, you know, and don't you know, be honest and true to the instrument. You know, it gives you, you know, it pays you back. You know what I mean? It's the dividends. You know, it's just stay on the course. You know.
I absolutely love that. Well, buddy, you stay on the course, dude.
I will do.
Clearly, that's your true north is set. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Cool, man. Thanks,
What an
thanks,
absolute pleasure having the four of you on Couch, man.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, man. To all of our dads, man, feel special. And if you're going to play a little Miles Davis, make sure you get a record out and play it nitty gritty, get to the heart of the man. But absolutely beautiful stuff, gentlemen. Thank you so much, and thanks again for blessing us with your talent today, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.